Breaking news.
Drama! Yes, drama when it comes to Manchester United.
It's all kicking off.
Man United won't break the bank for him. And if Man United won't break the bank for him, they've got other targets.
Yes, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to United View. Hope everyone is doing very well. I am back. I am live. And that can only mean one thing. That can only mean one thing only, and that is some breaking news.
Breaking news.
Oh, yes. It's nice to actually press that button and it actually means something, isn't it? Indeed, Manchester United have submitted a bid. We spoke about it this morning. We spoke about Manchester United would put a bid in for Benjamin Sesko if seemingly he picked Manchester United. Well, we don't know if he's picked United, but what we do know is Manchester United have now officially put a bid in. According to David ORNSTEIN, ORNSTEIN BOMBA, a bid has now been submitted by Manchester United for Benjamin Sesko. I can press the button.
Benjamin Sesko, 85 million. Benjamin Sesko.
There you go. Make sure it's turned off this time. David ORNSTEIN reporting in the last few minutes. And actually, first, we must do this right here. Let's do this right. Because actually, it was first reported by Sport Bild in Germany. German outlet Bild, they were actually the first to do this. They said that Manchester United submitted their first offer today, like around now. But as is always the case, when you hear these things, don't you? You go, oh, I'll wait till ORNSTEIN. I'll wait till ORNSTEIN. I'll wait till ORNSTEIN says it. I'll wait till we get any confirmation. Well, confirmation we got. This is what David ORNSTEIN has said. And I quote, Manchester United have submitted a 75 million euro plus 10 million euro in add-ons for RB Leipzig striker Benjamin Sesko. Leipzig, according to ORNSTEIN, are yet to respond to the Premier League club's proposal. The Athletic reported on July 30th that Manchester United were prioritising a move for the forward if they were to sign another striker this summer and had made informal contact with the Bundesliga club. Now, of course, where does this offer come from? This offer comes after it was reported on Monday that Newcastle had submitted an improved bid for the striker. The opening bid of Newcastle was 75 million euro plus 5 million euro in add-ons, which is a little bit less than United's one they've just put in. But this improved bid, this second bid, was actually higher than the bid that Manchester United have put in. That's also really worth pointing out here. So Newcastle have had a long-standing interest in Sesko. It was reported previously that they were considering a move for him, even in the event that Alexander Isak leaves the club. Manchester United, of course, we've already strengthened in forward areas this summer with the additions of Matheus Cunha, of Brian Mbeumo as well. Sesko scored 21 goals in all comps last season for Leipzig, has recorded 39 goals and 8 assists in 87 appearances for the German club since signing from RB Salzburg in 2023. Of course, he's been part of the Red Bull family. Now, Arsenal previously held interest in the forward, but signed Victor Gyökeres from Sporting this summer. Chelsea reportedly had admired Sesko for several years, but they opted to sign Liam Delap and João Pedro instead. So if you are just joining us, loads of people coming in right now. First of all, I haven't even set up all the stuff I need to set up. It's craziness. Have you hit the like button? I tell you what, I haven't been able to go for an emergency live in ages, have we? This summer, it's all been very by schedule, hasn't it? But I was literally sat here. I was just working on something for my channel, and then I saw the article from Sport Bild in Germany come up, and like I said, you always take those ones with a pinch of salt because it's been reported in this window before, hasn't it? That Man United have put a bid in, then you find out in like 30 minutes, 45 minutes later that that's not the case. But this is official. This is proper. Once you get a seal of approval from David ORNSTEIN, then you know that it's real, don't you? Right. So there you go. That's all set up. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts. It's an emergency live, so we're not really formatted for anything, all that. So we'll get your thoughts up on the screen with your super chats, members chats. Be sure to click the like button. We've already got over 800 people watching. I'm already seeing a very sort of divisive viewpoint on this. Some people saying it's too much. Some people saying, where have we got the money from? If we've got the money to do this, why should we should split it and go after a midfielder? We should go after a goalkeeper, etc. Lots of people got lots of different thoughts on this. Fraser D, with the first members chat, has been a member for close to a year. Big up, Fraser. Appreciate all of the support. Says, if we only channel these funds into buying a proper midfielder, so again, already lots of people saying, well, maybe other positions. Shane says, we would only have bid if Benjamin Sesko indicated his desire to join us. Right. That's the key thing there, Shane. That's why I think there is some optimism around this bid, because the reports and the narrative was last night and this morning that Manchester United would only consider making this offer for Sesko if they got an indication from Sesko that he was only willing to join Manchester United. Like I said, we were in this weird standoff, of Man United going, well, we'll bid for you if you say you want to join us and only us. And Chesko's going, well, I'll say I only want to join you if you've proved to me you've got the money to even fund this deal, because I don't want to burn a bridge that I don't have to unnecessarily burn, effectively. So the fact that we've placed this bid would suggest that they must have got some green light from Benjamin Sesko, from his camp, to suggest that a deal is on. Now, of course, we are doing this by the skin of our teeth. This is just happening right now. So I've got the social media feed. I'm sure my usual social media producers in the chat will be will be discussing this as well. And you can tell me about any new tweets and stuff that comes in. Let's have a scroll through. So Fabrizio Romano, of course, he's tweeted saying that Manchester United sent an official bid to show their serious, concrete intentions to RB Leipzig. Sources at Manchester United believe Sesko is keen on the move and decided to proceed with an official bid. Newcastle and Manchester United are still waiting on his formal decision. So maybe this would suggest that, I don't know, Sesko still hasn't given an indication, but then why would Manchester United put in the bid in the first place? This is actually specifically what Romano said, quote, Manchester United sent official bid to show serious, concrete intentions to RB Leipzig following Newcastle's 90 million euro bid. Sources at Manchester United believe Sesko is keen on the move and decided to proceed with an official bid. So I don't know if they've been outright told that, or they're just the indications to them, whatever that means, has been, yes, he's interested, so you should make a bid. Newcastle and Manchester United are waiting on his formal decision. Young Arga has done the currency conversion, which I know a lot of you are wondering here. So he said, quote, Ari Sesko, Manchester United have put a bid for the player, a total package of 85 million euros. In pounds, that's 74 million pounds. So I asked you guys the question, 74 million pounds. That's, well, let's actually do this proper. Let's do this proper. So it's 85 million euro in total. It's 75 plus 10. So let's have a look here. Euros to pounds. So 75. That's what, about 65 million pounds. It's about 65 million plus. And then what's 10 million euros? 10 million euros is about what, 8 plus about 8. About 8-ish, something like that. So we're saying about 65 million pounds plus 8 million pounds. It is less than the Newcastle bid, but Manchester United feel that putting this bid in is enough for Sesko to go, right, I only want to go to Manchester United, sack off Newcastle, Leipzig, find a deal, make it work. 65 million plus 8 million pounds, a total of 73 million pounds. Is that too much for Benjamin Sesko? Do you have reservations on that? And considering we have that money, could it be better well spent? Could you spend that on an Ollie Watkins for about 45 million pounds or something? Could you spend that on a midfielder? Could you spend that on a goalkeeper? Would you rather Manchester United spread that across, not on one single player? It's a lot of money. And I'll tell you what, that's very similar. If I do my checks, how much did Rasmus Højlund, and I know people say it's not a comparable deal in terms of what we're getting, but Rasmus Højlund was signed for a total combined price of initial fee plus add-ons of 72 million pounds. So it's it's actually 1 million pounds more expensive than it was to sign Rasmus Højlund, a deal which we are so scarred at that we don't even want to sign young forwards ever again. That's kind of the concern. Red Brown with the super chat here says, part of me wants it to annoy Geordies. Liam Kerr's been a member for 36 months, says mixed feelings, price and experience put me firmly in the Watkins camp. However, I'm ready to get it done and move on to the next, hopefully a central midfielder. It's all going off in the chat at the moment. Skiliano says Sesko shouldn't cost more than Arsenal spent on Gyökeres. Kelvin says, well, Watkins was quoted at 60 million, basically saying that, that the 45 million price was inaccurate. Jason says, if Sesko rejects, then we should go for a midfielder. The problem, I suppose, now is that Man United have really shown their hand. We've shown that we've got potentially 73 million pounds to spend on a striker. So if Leipzig reject it and Man United have to walk away, or the deal doesn't end up happening, we now go, well, we've got money to go get a striker. There's no excuse now, is there? There's really no excuse for Manchester United not to get a striker at this point. We know the money's there. There is the 5th of August, window shuts, end of August, beginning of September, and we have to sign a striker now between now and the end of the window. We have to. We have to sign a striker. There is no excuse now to not get a striker. And if we don't get a striker, to not get a midfielder and a goalkeeper. The money's there. The money's there to be spent. Whether it's because of these exits that are going, whether it's because there was a bigger budget than we even were led to believe, but that has to be the case. We now have to sign a striker at a minimum, or at least a couple of like a midfielder and a goalkeeper as well. United have the money. We have just, the biggest takeaway from this actually isn't even necessarily the whole Benjamin Sesko, we put a bid in for him. It's actually that Manchester United have got the cash to do a deal, a significant outlay of a deal as well, a total deal of 73 million pounds. So there is no excuse when that window shuts that we don't have a new striker, or we don't have like 2 more signings through the door, because that's a lot of money. And I know that you can say, well, it's going to be amortized and place over installments, whatever. There is no excuse for that deal, for several deals not to happen now. So United have showed what they've got. They've really shown their hand. Kristen has said in the super chat, appreciate it, Kristen, says, I think it's a good deal. Might have an agreement in place for Højlund to go the other way in a separate deal. That was also something that was rumored, wasn't it? That Leipzig had said that Højlund was a dream target for them, and he was a dream transfer, and maybe that might be why Manchester United have bid less. But actually, to be honest, so Manchester United's total package is what, 5 million euros less than 5 million euros less than the Newcastle's bid. I'd want it to be significantly less if we're selling Højlund the other way. I know they'd be separate deals, so it doesn't necessarily work like that, but I'd be like, about that 85 million euros. Can we get that down to like 75 or something total? And then you can buy Højlund for 30 million, because apparently United's valuation of Højlund is 30, even though he's got a book value of 40. But maybe that's why United maybe think they can bid lower than Newcastle, because they've got more to offer. And maybe Val's got the connections. Look, we know you. We can give you Rasmus. We can do something like that, maybe. Wow, it's very surprising. We've got over 1,200 people here through the door at the moment, guys. Click the like button. Be sure to subscribe. This is an emergency edition of the Transfer View, where we're talking about this bid that's gone in. If you are just joining us in the last couple of minutes, confirmation, first initially reported by Bild in Germany, now confirmed by David Ornstein and pretty much every other journalist you can possibly think of. Manchester United have submitted the first bid for Benjamin Sesko from RB Leipzig. It is a bid of 75 million euro plus 10 million euro in add-ons for the striker. Leipzig reportedly are yet to respond to the Premier League club's proposal. This comes after the news that Newcastle had put in a new and improved bid last night. I think theirs was around 90 million euros, wasn't it? It was 80 million euro plus 10, so it's 5 million euros extra than United's. In terms of some more news coming out from journalists on this one, Darmashev has reported saying, quote, Manchester United bid for Benjamin Sesko, now in worth 85 million euro in total, is less than Newcastle's second bid. Sesko has been open to both projects. One source maintains, though, he is leaning towards Manchester United, which is maybe why Manchester United have put this bid in the first place. Maybe they put it in knowing that it's probably less than Newcastle. Maybe they put it in knowing then it might even be rejected by Leipzig. But their thought process is, if we put in a bid, that's us showing that we're interested in the player. The player will decide to come to us, like Cunha, like Mbumo, tell everyone else, piss off. I only want to join Manchester United. That's the only club I want to go to. Leipzig United, make it work, figure it out, and go for it. I mean, frankly, this is the other part of it too, folks. If we put a first bid in here, and Leipzig, it depends how quickly Leipzig want to get this wrapped up with, and how quickly both clubs now are pushing for a decision from Sesko. This could be a situation either way where this Sesko deal could be done before the beginning of the season, whether it's to us, whether it's to Manchester United, whether it's to Newcastle United. Because, I mean, it's Tuesday the 5th of August, though our season kicks off next Sunday. So either or, whether it's Sesko to Manchester United, whether it's Sesko to Newcastle United, then can it be done? Should it be done? I mean, we'll see. Now, Flex has just sent me a voice message, probably going, "There's been a bid." He might not even know that we're live. Let's try Mr. Fleckington, because I know he's back in the UK, but he might be busy. Let's have a look. Let's have a try. Jürgen Fleck, you are live on your own channel. I haven't even listened to your voice note.
Oh, I was basically saying this. I was like, I'm at this shoot I've got straight off the plane. I've got all my bags with me. I've had to come down to this shoot with William Hill. There's loads of influencers down here doing this thing. And I haven't had my phone for hours. Then AGT's like, "Oh, do you mind doing a little video of me later? Because you guys just bid for Sesko." I said, "What?"
Yeah.
I said, "Excuse me."
Yeah.
Just all going off. And then my voice note was saying to you, I don't know what you've done on the channel yet.
We've already been live 16 minutes. We were live straight away. The news from David Ornstein, Manchester United have submitted a bid of €75 million plus €10 million in add-ons for RB Leipzig striker Benjamin Sesko. Now, this bid,
€85 million.
Yeah, which is 74 million pounds total.
With add-ons. So 74 if the add-ons are paid?
Yes, it's €65 million up front, €8 million in add-ons. Now, it is €5 million less than the bid that Newcastle put in last night. But this is very much an indication that the reports were that United would only put a bid in if Sesko had told them yes. Now,
exactly.
People aren't really going as far as saying Sesko has told Manchester United yes, but they're suggesting that Darmish has just said this, Fabrizio Romano has just said this, that they think that Manchester United is Sesko is leaning rather towards Manchester United. Yeah. But this is kind of my point, Flex, that either way now, Manchester United have shown their hand because we've got money to buy a striker.
Money's
so
there.
We should so by the end of the window, we have to have signed a striker, whether it's Sesko or not. We've got £70+ million to spend on one.
Absolutely. The money is there. I always felt like we would bid that money. I don't know if you see my tweets today when I was sort of coming back on a plane or just after. I was just thinking about it more, and I'm like, I'm just uncomfortable with this fee. This 80, like when I was seeing that Newcastle put in an extra bid because they said no to the first one, and I just started to get a bit uncomfortable with the fee. Some people saying, "Look, Fleck, it's market rate. You have to pay it." And I'm like, I feel like we don't have to. I don't want to enter that again. Sins of the past, scars of the past, whatever you want to call it.
The total package, Flex, is £1 million more than we paid for Rasmus Højlund.
Jeez.
We paid £72 million total package for Rasmus Højlund. This is 73.
But obviously the add-ons for Rasmus we wouldn't have paid because he did shit.
But then other people say, but it's not comparable. Sesko was more established than Højlund. He had more seasons, playing more football, scoring more goals.
It's true. That's true. And I spoke to Super Kev about him, and the excitement and the hype about Sesko is real. Like, Arsenal were looking at it, but they got told, €90 million. So the price has come down a bit, it seems. I don't know. Because if we don't get him, then what? Like I said, speaking to the club, like Ollie Watkins, they just don't feel like that's the one for the future. So they've just decided no. I think it's going to be Sesko. I'm just concerned about it. I don't know. There's still something that just feels a bit off. He's exciting. It's a lot of money, man. And I don't know. I still need to work out how I feel.
Think of this, Flex. This would be a situation, would it not, whereby Sesko goes for more than Victor Gyökeres in the transfer market?
Yeah, and that's mental. You know what I mean? That's mental. Like I always said, Arsenal got a really good deal getting him for 55 up front. That could be like bargain of the summer. for the impact he could actually have. You know, that's the same price as João Pedro. It's the same price as Jamie Gittins type of money, you know, 50, 55 million up front. So for a proven goal scorer. So I don't know. Look, we've got Cunha and Mbeumo that adds a Premier League experience that can counteract the fact that, you know, Sesko doesn't have any. His ceiling's higher. He's a better player, but it's just an awful lot of money. But then look what Ekitike just cost. Similar sort of numbers, isn't it? Similar sort of,
but
you know, similar sort of thing going on.
But obviously, Liverpool is going into a team that's just won the league and just you know won the and they've got goal scorers in that team.
For that type of player though, coming from that league, who's done, like, as they say, done okay. Like they're on the up, they're doing okay, they're coveted. You know, it's costing that. Obviously, if you're to look at who's going to do better, you got Ekitike going into that team, and then it comes there. But in terms of the price for what the player's done, it's a similar vibe, you know? But
it's one of those ones, like, this is what KG was saying last night on the red carpet, though, that we have been following Sesko for 3 or 4 seasons. The fact that I do the whole deep voice thing is because we're linked to him every window. You know, it's one of those ones we've been looking for. Even before we went Leipzig, we were interested in him.
We haven't plucked out yet. And everyone wanted him those couple of seasons ago as well.
Yeah.
Look, we need a striker. He does fit the bill. Attributes-wise, he does fit the bill. It's just, with the price tag, we just have to understand we're not buying the ready-made project. Like Kev said, if you want to win now, you get Gyökeres. If you want to win in the future, you get Sesko. And you know, last time I checked, our mission statement is to win in the future, not now.
Yeah,
we're not really ready to win now, but we're building to win by 27, 28, 29. So that fits. But I don't know. It's a lot of money.
I'm certainly more comfortable knowing that we've got Mbeumo and Cunha. And actually, that last pre-season game, we were talking about this last night on the red carpet, was actually more evidence of that narrative about, oh, you can just maybe put Mbeumo or Cunha up front. No, you can't. You can't, actually.
No, you can't just do that,
You do need the striker, and you do need that focal point. Now, maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, did any of us think it was going to be Sesko? Probably not. And that's what James was alluding to yesterday too, saying that even in the United circles a few weeks ago, the idea of signing Sesko wasn't high up the list. But the market's moved the way that it's moved. And look, Ruben Amorim, you can't say he wouldn't have been backed. Sign a brand new front three,
mate. And this is like I was told. We can get this player, and then now we need to sell to buy. And also what I was told, watch this space, is that we won't be able to get a striker without Rasmus moving.
Well, some people are saying this. Maybe this is all part of this one. Maybe a separate deal, and maybe this is why we could get him for less than Newcastle are paying. Is because Højlund, in a separate deal for PSR purposes, does go for 30 million. So actually, this thing doesn't cost us 85 million. It ends up costing us around sort of 55, something like that, because we sell Højlund, which would make actually a bit of sense with the money that we've got at the moment from Rashford. Maybe the lap money that's still put to one side. Maybe it is. Maybe that's what it. Maybe that's what it is.
It's there, and we can definitely clearly get a player without, without having to sell yet. That's free through the door, which is substantial money we've spent. You know, what does that take that to? It's 136. Is it like 130 odd million for how much was Cunha and Mbeumo together? 60, that's 120. But they were 65 each, weren't they, really?
Yeah, well,
that's like 130.
There was a really interesting thing in the Athletic today. It was a graph about clubs and in the Premier League, how much they've spent this summer and how much they've received. Manchester United this summer have spent £131.5 million, and we've received 0 when it comes to transfer fees.
Wow. Do you know what I mean? So really, 0. I think what has happened, let's be real. So Jim said we had no money. He said we got to get rid of the stuff.
Yeah, that's
we have to do this, that, and the other. It's not real.
We have to. The window now, and this was, I was saying, this is actually,
like we always spend.
I was saying, this is the bigger story for me than the bid itself. Is that this is Manchester United going, we've got 85 million euros to spend on a player. So if we don't get Sesko, let's say Sesko goes to Newcastle or Leipzig reject it and they say we want more, we've got money to go buy a striker. And if not a striker, get a goalkeeper and midfielder. We've got the money. There is no excuse now.
Well, some people would argue.
Yeah, for the window to shut.
Get the striker.
Yeah.
With this 85 million, go and spend 40, 45 on the midfielder and go and spend 30 something on a goalie.
Yeah, like the money's there. But this is the same bullshit we get told every summer though. Oh, the money's going to be tight. The money's always there, isn't it? The money is always there.
Exactly.
It's every time, every season, every summer, it's always there.
And this is supposed to be in our worst ever time. And this is where fans of other clubs will say, how do they do that? How have they done that? You know what I mean? Because we do have money to spend.
Yeah.
I just think they were tightening everything up because they needed to shape up the club, and they're using that as an excuse. And now they can buy players. So, yeah, I will see. I do think. The next question is, will he say yes?
Wow, Flex, yeah, I tell you what, that's a perfect segue because Philipp Heinze, who is a TV reporter for Sky Sports News in Germany, Sky Sports Deutschland, has said that Benjamin Sesko and his camp have reached a verbal agreement with both Manchester United and Newcastle. The fundamental terms have been negotiated with both clubs. Decisive hours ahead, 2 offers are on RB Leipzig's table. From Newcastle, €90 million, and from Manchester United, €85 million. So the suggestion is he said yes to both, even though Manchester United said, well, we're only going to put a bid in if you said yes to us, and I guess us only. But I don't, it's getting even,
it's like,
even more.
It's going to get a bit silly.
But
it's going to get.
I suppose maybe does Sesko have like some kind of an agreement with Leipzig that, look,
if
both,
Man United come in, just accept 5 million less.
Yeah,
I want to go there.
Both offers are similar. If you say, but Benjamin, just decide where you want to go. We'll accept that one because they're both close. You know what I mean? Maybe that's what he's going to say, and then
maybe that's a gentleman's agreement.
Yeah, maybe that's it. It's a difference of 5 million, which isn't too much money. We'll accept either kind of thing. Maybe that's a suggestion. And if that is a suggestion, Flex, this is another thing I said. Then maybe you go, look, well, even if he signs for us or Newcastle, this deal can be done before the beginning of the season. There's still time.
Oh, yeah, definitely. There's no reason for it not to be.
Yeah. It wouldn't be starting against Arsenal or anything like that, but it could be done before that.
I'll let you off. Yeah, exactly. I agree. It can be done. It can be done fast.
Yeah.
It can be done fast. But I think he would say yes to us. Because when the first bid come in, it wasn't like, why didn't he just accept the first one from Newcastle then?
Well, again, all of the reports were suggesting, weren't they, that we'd only put a bid in if he had said yes to us. Now they're saying, he's got a verbal agreement with both. But by the way, the chat's furious with you, Fleck. The chat's furious. Why? Because you're eating again.
Because I'm having lunch and refueling my body. The chat is furious.
I mean, it is quite remarkable, isn't it? With Fleck, he's every time he's on stream, all he does is eat. You know what I mean?
I could do a full Jurgen Fleck here. If these lot knew what I had to do to be here today, get a flight back early to do this thing that I've got to do today.
Yeah, he wasn't meant to come back today.
No, I've had to come back early. No sleep, jet lagged. Yeah, got come with all my suitcases from the airport to this shoot. We're now halfway through it, and this is the first thing I've eaten all day. So yeah, maybe I should have just left myself deplenished and collapsed.
Minna says, "Why does he chew like that?"
Okay, there you go. Next time I'll take the food through my nose, so I don't have to chew it. So maybe I'll just do that. Be easier for everyone. Wow. Everyone probably prefer that. Or like I said, I just won't replenish. I'll just collapse in the heat. That's fine.
Ish says, no one cares, man. Be professional.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah.
So,
well, being professional by jumping on a stream that's live and make sure I give my opinion, or just don't give it then. Yeah. So
Ish says, eat after the interview.
Eat after the interview. Okay. Wow. Fair play. Yeah. Well, there's Rory Delap ahead of me. Oh, a long throw specialist. Yeah.
To be fair, I called Flex.
Yeah. Fucking hell, I didn't even ring.
It's supposed to be pointed out. I called him.
Yeah, he called me and he goes, you're live on your own channel right now, mate. I've got a wrap in my hand. I'm eating. I'm on a lunch break. First time I've had my phone
Flex
about
didn't
5
even know I was live.
Yeah, I was just messaging him to say, and actually you'll hear it because I'm professional. I don't know what your plans are, I don't know what you've done, but I've got a video coming straight after this. Right. Even though I'm knackered, I'll do it because I'm professional. So, but right, that's cool. Right, guys, I gotta go.
Still do that, though.
But yes. Yeah. Oh, no, I will. Absolutely. Absolutely. I will. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. All right. Peace. Big up, everyone. Special luck on the video.
Yeah. He's got to go on set. See? It's all go. I told you, it's emergency. Emergency lives. Red Baron says, do it to annoy the Geordies. True Geordie crying. True Geordie, actually, where's... To be fair, I think that was some of the chat when they heard some chewing noises. They went, chewing noises? Or it was actually it was going. We've Benjamin Sesko, we've put a bid for Sesko. And then Flex go, yeah, it's nice actually, Sesko. And then the rest of the chat's like, I'll press it again.
Are you fucking kidding me?
That's what the chat was like. That's what the chat was like. Chewing, drinking, all above.
It ain't been fucking good enough.
I know. Lieutenant General says, what did you do to lose weight? Tips, please. Not do what Flex did. Eat. Terrible. No. Exercise. You know. It was you can get optimized. You can use the code UV. We don't have a link in the video description for this, but you can get optimized Oxford Natural by Gowan Life. You can get your optimum daily or your optimum night. Daily helps with your weight loss. Night helps with your sleep. And also that, but it's a supplement. It can only supplement your life. It's not a magic pill or anything like that. It's just, exercising more. Watch what you eat. It's kind of it, really. I mean, but it sounds so cliche, but it is a mindset thing. You know, if you have to be ready. You know, you have to be ready. And I know that sounds really stupid, but like for me, and I was grossly overweight, and I've lost over 100 pounds in a year. So that's what, like 7 stone-ish. You've got to, you've got to put your mind to it, don't you? Red Baron says, I want to see James crying as well for a laugh. Shall I try and call James actually? But he might be working. Let me check actually. He might be recording or Muppeteers. He's either recording or is he live? I forget. If not, I'll call James and see what he'll say. I'll try him. I know KG's going to go live in a few minutes, and what I'll do actually is I'll call KG whilst he's live. That would be good. That would be good. Right, let's find James from Muppeteers. Look at me with my contacts. Oh, very interesting. James Muppeteers. Call him. See if this works. It is ringing. It's a slower ring. It doesn't.
Hello.
James from the Muppeteers, you are live on United View right now. I'm sure you've.
Yes.
I'm sure you've seen the news. What time is it actually for you?
It's 7 a.m. 7 a.m. Nice and early.
Are you awake?
Oh yeah, I'm awake. I wake up early.
I realised I went. James is in the UK. He's in America.
Yes, this is when the news always breaks.
I know.
6, 7 a.m. So it's like a trained pattern in my brain. All summer, I'll wake up at like 5:30. I can't help it.
That is brutal. 85 million pounds for Benjamin Sesko. Thoughts? Oh, million euros.
Right?
Euro, excuse me. Thoughts. Because about a week ago, I spoke to you and you weren't really a Sesko believer. I wasn't either, but you were very much against it. What are your thoughts on it all?
Yeah. I took the against pattern, and it's a lot. It's a lot of money. I have those concerns on it. I was saying yesterday because I did a short live after we saw the Newcastle bid, and I thought this is a lot of money, but I had really gotten on board with the idea of signing him as a player like 2 nights ago, and I figured, of course, as soon as I was getting on board, Newcastle are going to get him. But it's mixed feelings. It's like I am actually quite excited for the idea of the player. I think he's going to help United a lot, but it's a lot of money.
Yeah,
it's a lot of money.
Yeah, and also as well, I mean, have Man United showed their hands a little bit here? Do you think? Because we've basically shown now we can spend in pounds like total, what was that, 73-ish million pounds on a striker. Either they're really confident they're going to sell someone, maybe Højlund the other way, or they've actually just had more money than we thought the whole time.
Oh yeah, they've had more money. It kind of
there's a little bit of a game being played, I think, through the summer. It was over in the tour. It kind of started to become clear to everybody around. There was some conversations had, and it was like, hang on a second, United actually have a bit of money to spend.
Yeah.
And, and they're just playing the market the way that they want to. So it seems like they know what they're doing. I will say, I feel a lot better if after this we manage to move Højlund on maybe to them, or elsewhere for 30 to 40 million to recoup some of the money.
Yeah.
If we do that, I'll feel a lot better than if we have, Højlund's 72 million deal still hanging around on top of another young player for another 70 million. I feel a lot better if we can at least move one of those out.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing is actually the combined amount for this Sesko one would be £1 million more than what we paid for Højlund.
Right. Right. Yeah. So it'd be good if we didn't have both. That's a lot of money sitting on as of yet until Sesko comes in and proves it to unproven strikers. And it'd be good to recoup a little bit.
Yeah.
Because we still do have other needs. And even though we have more money, I somewhat doubt we can just go after this and spend much without making some serious sales back.
Yeah, I mean, and also just very quickly, it says that all the reports in Germany are now saying that basically Sesko and his camp have reached a verbal agreement with both United and Newcastle. So I don't know what that means, because the suggestion was we were only going to bid for him if he had said yes to us, which I guess he has, but he's also said yes to Newcastle, which...
Well, that's the crazy part. Yesterday, I was kind of following up on a lead on that, because I had gotten a bit of a tip that we were talking to someone from his camp or his agent, or I don't know how many people are around these players, but that we were talking to somebody. But then an hour later, the Newcastle report came about, and I thought, well, what's that?
Yeah.
So now it appears that was the case. They're talking to us, talking to Newcastle, getting agreement from both clubs and saying, yeah, make a bid. So hopefully we're not being played here, and we know what we're doing.
Yeah, hopefully so.
I'd like us to get him now that we bid.
We're in. We're committed to it now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm in. I'm on board. Let's not lose now, please.
Okay. Then with that in mind, then before I let you go back to whatever you're going to do at 7 o'clock in the morning, do you think we're going to get him?
I would say so. I feel United haven't misread it. There's always been a bit of like everybody saying he's leaning towards United. Yeah. I've always thought if it was about equal, that he would pick United. That's always been my feeling on it too. If it was equal, he would pick United. So if both bids are on the table, he'd pick United. The only question I have is, are we going to have to match Newcastle? Do we have to go up another 5 on this?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's
the only question.
My hope is that, because they said about, gentleman's agreement, whatever that means, I hope it's one of those ones where it's a bit like, it's close enough, basically bending, where do you want to go? Wherever you choose you want to go, we'll accept that offer kind of thing. Hopefully it might be something like that, but we shall see. Big up, mate. Appreciate you picking up this early in the morning. Nice one.
No problem.
Yep. And go subscribe to the Muppeteers. If you end up going live whilst I'm live, I'll redirect if you are.
It'll be like probably 30, 45 minutes for me. So we'll see.
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. All right, cool. Nice one. Appreciate you.
All right. See ya.
There you go. Look at this. We're rolling out the phone calls this morning. I need to get this so I can actually call with this. I need to probably actually get like a real soundboard where I can actually call people and I don't have to hold my phone up to the thing, because that's tiring, isn't it? More super chats here. Amanor says, James in bed with his gal and Owen disturbs him. Amanor, you're too much. And that was Amanor's super chat, raunchy. Just, you know what I mean? It's just crazy. KG the comedian, I believe, is live now. Is he monologuing? Is he doing his monologue? Because I don't want to interrupt the monologue, because I know this is how you know I'm a YouTuber, yeah? And I hate that word. I don't want to interrupt the monologue because that'll be clipped by Lil Yo-Yo. So I want to check if he's got because he'll have to clip that, and I want to interrupt it because then he'll have to do it again. So let me just check. Let's have a look. He's about 4 minutes in. God, he looks crisp. How is his camera better? How is his camera better on where he is in America than it is when he's at home. That is a madness. His camera's better on where he is in America than when he is usually doing it at home. Unbelievable. That's a madness. I'll call him. And the worst thing is, this is pressure, because if he doesn't answer, I know he's available. Here we go.
To the O2 messaging.
He's still got on Do Not Fucking Disturb. Right, try again. I have to do it twice.
To the O2 messaging.
Oh, it's because it's fucking... Pardon me. I have to call WhatsApp. He's not in the country. There you go. See, worked.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
live.
Yes. And yes, you're live, and so am I. We're both live.
Shit, we're both live.
This is cross-platform streaming right now.
Let's go, Owen.
Yes, exactly. Benjamin Sesko, KG, I know you just went live 4 minutes ago, so you may have to repeat your thoughts for your audience, but what are your thoughts? Are they reckless?
Whoa, you know what? Measured thoughts at the moment.
Oh.
Yeah, because I'm just saying, I was kind of talking about Newcastle's role in all of this. If Newcastle don't sign this player, they have to take United out of their name.
I think this is an interesting. Well, first of all, I just got off the phone with James, yeah? He said he's all in.
Yeah.
He said he's all in.
I'm all in.
Good.
Do you know what was crazy, though? I was a bit nervous. Yesterday, I did say we should walk away because I heard the next price that they put it, and I was like, 90 million. Walk away, mate. Change your mind.
Why have you changed your mind?
Just casual flip-flop, innit? You know.
Oh, I thought it was going to be... Well, that's very measured of you, isn't it? So...
Yeah, you know, yesterday I was pissed off, didn't want to do it, and I just thought, I thought it was just getting ridiculous. Newcastle was trying to get us out of the bid. Man United just said, listen, tell us you want us, we'll put in a bid. Because they might have thought that we were just joking. We got money.
I think, well, this is the thing. That was what I was just about to say, is I think either way, whatever happens in this situation, whatever happens, United, I think, now have shown their hand. There is no excuses, yeah, for for not getting a striker or at least a couple more signings between now and the end of the window. We've got the money. We've just shown we've got the money.
I had a light conversation, and this is exactly what I was told by Man United sources, strong sources from the club.
So,
they told me, listen, the outlay's there. We got them. We've got the bread. So if this doesn't work, yeah, and we have to go another way. I just don't like the other way, though. Really, there's things that we could do that I don't like. I do not want us to do in terms of that whole. Because in a world, yeah, just imagine there's a world where we could do the whole. You know, they mentioned Jackson, a Jackson loan, and then go and get Belabor. Jackson loan Belabor. You could see that. Would you rather that, by the way?
No, but if I could have a scenario whereby, so let's say we got about £73 million to spend here. That's what this bid is saying. This bid is like, hey, we've got this money we could spend. We could commit to. That to me is like, wow, you could split that into, you could half it or split it into thirds and could get a goalkeeper and a midfielder and a striker with that, maybe. They might not be the best players, but might be what we need. But at the same time, I mentioned before, this is the hip replacement of Manchester United. We have taken out the old forward line and put in a brand new one. Titanium.
A brand new one.
Titanium. That's what it is. It will last you 20 years, that kind of situation. Then you might have to have a look at it. That's basically what we're going. We've literally gone old one out, new one in. Now you should be walking fine.
FC. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
Listen, if we sign him, that Arsenal game is mad interesting, isn't it?
Well, it's interesting regardless, isn't it? But
no, it gets even more. It takes another. And guess what? Combine 11. I'm putting Sesko in.
But he wouldn't. But he would. Would he play in that? Has he played any preseason games?
No, he's not playing. He's not playing. But still
Has he played any games in preseason for
Don't know, mate. Don't know, mate. Haven't even watched.
Yeah, because that's scouts. You remember as well. So.
Yeah. We've got to bring him back still. See if he's all right. Listen, Owen, this is what I'm talking about. Cross-platform madness. Yeah. Bomba. We had to go live. Responsible.
Yeah, exactly.
Brother.
We're professionals, KG. We're professionals.
This is it. Come on, Owen.
Yes.
Everyone knows what to do when you're already following him before you followed me, but still go back to my home channel. Pick up everyone. Owen, I'll speak to you in a bit.
All right, speak to you in a bit. Go subscribe to Reckless Sports. Yes. KG the comedian. Look at him. Look at him. He's YouTubing as well. We all are. We're all sharing the love. Speaking of the love, we've got close to 1,600 people here, folks. 1,600. If you haven't already, click the like button. Let's see if we can get to 750. Let's see if we can get to 1K. People that are just tuning in right now, if you're wondering what's going on, I don't. Excuse me. Because you all talk like this, like you're in some kind of 1930s old movie. Benjamin Sesko submitted 75 million euros. Benjamin Sesko, according to David Ornstein, Manchester United have put in a bid, the first one for the RB Leipzig striker. Manchester United have submitted a bid of 75 million euro plus 10 million euro in add-ons for Benjamin Sesko. Of course, Newcastle had submitted a bid last night, their second bid, an improved bid of a total package of 90 million euro. So that is 5 million euro more than what Manchester United have put in. But of course, also the new report suggests that Sesko has an agreement with Manchester United, but also with Newcastle United too. So he's got verbal agreements with both camps. And now it's a case of which one does he prefer over them, factoring in, I suppose, what does Leipzig want to do? Are they more willing to accept as well? What's the case of that? Also, let's say we've still got over 1,500 people watching. As you can see in the top right-hand corner there, folks, look at that. Less than 800 subscribers to go until 200K. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. We want to see that ticker. I hopefully, because I hope it doesn't happen like when we're not live, because that will be shit. Hopefully we're live and we see the thing tick over to 200K. That would be a moment. That would be a moment chronicled in UV history. So yes, if you haven't already, click that like button and be sure to subscribe. Some more super chats. David, just with the £10 contribution. Big up, David. I'm not sure if there was meant to be a message with it, but I appreciate you. Appreciate the contribution there. Tabarez with the super chat says, no one is ever taken Aminor's raunchy crown. I know, and that's why I've got the harp. But I need some kind of, I think, better music. I need some kind of like terrible, like guitar, like bound chicka wow wow, like that kind of music. I need to find that on the soundboard for Aminor. We'll find that eventually. Space says, if you're a young player on the rise, you want to play somewhere that you can become a global star. How many icons came out of Newcastle versus us? And we're Man United. Cool says, we need midfielders instead of a forward. The midfield is the most important part of the pitch. Well, this is also the other part. Appreciate the super chat there as well. This is the other part of it, that people will say, look, that money, it's a lot, and maybe that could be better off spent elsewhere. Have we learned our lesson? Have we learned our lesson when it comes to this whole Sesko thing and the Højlund situation last time? But are they comparable? Like I said to Flex, Sesko's played in the Bundesliga for more seasons. He's got more experience than Højlund. So is that worth considering? Just a bit of an update on the Newcastle bid that was put in, that one for 90 million euro. According to Simon Stone, Newcastle's bid for Benjamin Sesko has not been accepted. Manchester United, according to Simon Stone, do believe they have the upper hand, and Sesko is keen to join them. Newcastle's latest offer was not accepted by RB Leipzig. So neither bid, as of right now, has been accepted for the Slovenian striker. Once again, we'll have to wait and see how it does develop and how it does play out. But man, what did I say this morning to you folks? When I said that today's the day where decisive things are going to happen. And I know how many, not red flags, not press it again. Press it again.
Red flag.
This thing's not even recognising my fingerprint. I'm having proper flechnology today, aren't I, with this thing? It's not a... Press it again.
Red flag.
It's a... I can't remember what I was going to say, actually. I got so pissed off with my soundboard. It's not a red flag. Oh, I can't remember. It's been a long week, folks. I've stayed up late. So many nights doing the this weekend killed me, honestly, with doing the SummerSlam and then doing Man United as well. Oh, sleep, unbelievable. Complete train of thoughts lost. Who are we buying? Who are we getting? Sesko, Benjamin Sesko. But this was the other part of the thing I was going to say, actually. Ruben Amorim, talk about backing. You can't say you've not been backed. If we signed Sesko, signed a striker and 2 10s. That's not bad. Tabrez, I love this. This is a good idea. Says, can someone edit Chavo Guerrero's entrance music to say, ooh, Amanor, and we add that to the soundboard? That's not bad. Or we could just have the old Chavo part. I think we could just have that. I know it doesn't say Amanor, but we could something along those lines. I think that could work. There's no chance that's already on the sound because there are a million sounds on this. There's no way, is there? Chavo. Now, before I click any of these, I'm going to have to mute myself just in case. Nah, that wasn't it. Oh, maybe. This soundboard, folks, this soundboard is unbelievable. Do not try and suggest this soundboard isn't capable of stuff. Oh my God.
Ooh, Chavo.
I mean, that's pretty exciting. That's going on the soundboard. Add it. I have to cut the thing off of it, but it's on there. That's being added. I wish it had just the intro. There's not anyone that just has the intro. Doesn't look like it. But we'll add it. That goes on to UV Sounds page. There you go. That's being added. Lovely. And that appears at the bottom of this giant screen that I have. So I can just go,
ooh, Chavo.
Nice. Hey, we're in the league. Tabrez, you're right. Oh, it's all coming up UV, isn't it? There you go, Amanor. It says, damn, well, sorry. Chavo. Chamanor Rashid. Chris says we need to think of a Sesko song. No, not yet. Too early. That's KG's territory anyway. He did the one for Mbumo. Did he do one for Mateus Cunha? I suppose Cunha Matata. That's easy, isn't it? That's it works, doesn't it? Where are we at in terms of likes? Oh, guys, we're 12 likes away from 750 likes, folks. If you haven't already, click that like button. Be sure to subscribe as well whilst you're at it. Less than 800 subscribers to go until 200,000. And you feel like this is going to be... It's going to be a big story. This is going to be something that continues on. I know we're going to hear from Flex today, as he mentioned in that, in his phone call when he was eating. He said that he was going to do a video. So I'm sure we'll get a Flex's view on Benjamin Sesko today. Of course, in the meantime, before we get that Flex's view, if we get anything else, I'll be here. This is evidence that we will go live when the news dictates. I had to when seeing this David Ornstein stuff, I said, I have to go live. How can I not? How can I not go live? And it's always fun to call people and see their thoughts too. So yes, click the like button if you haven't already. Be sure to subscribe. If you're watching this after the fact, let me know your thoughts in the video description, the comment section below. What else is on tap for today? I don't know if there's a Flex in KG show, because Flex is back, but I don't know when KG's flying back. If he's still in America tonight, then maybe there could be one still at the usual time. Don't know. Don't hold me to that, because I don't know if that's a real thing. Failing that, we are gonna have a Flex's view and something. We'll have more. We'll have more. So yes, if we get any more news on this breaking, developing news story, we'll let you know in a future video. You should be redirected to one KG the comedian, who is currently live on KG's Reckless Sports. So show him some love. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll be back if there are any more developments. Have a good one. And by the way, I'm gonna try and do a say peace and then let it play for a minute, because apparently it keeps cutting me off. So I'm going to say peace and then count to 5. Peace.